Hey collective, welcome back to Juju's Oracle. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and book me if you need a private personal reading. And also don't forget to join the memberships for more exclusive pick a card readings and other content. As y'all can see, we are going to be getting into a message this Sunday about the Jezebel spirit, aka narcissism. All right. So the message specifically was coming from Archangel Michael. I've been working with him lately. I'm going to do a pick a card with him soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But Archangel Michael and all the other archangels are fiercely protecting us at this time because you currently have a Jezebel spirit who is trying to use their influence to block your authority and power. This spirit could definitely be showing up in different forms on different people as well. We have to be very vigilant. We have to remember that we fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And this spirit can definitely be hopping into different people's bodies who are low vibrational, who, taking me back to that message I was talking about, dark empaths could definitely be being affected by this. I'm hearing provocateur. Okay, so anything like that, we live in a very icky world, okay? And it's just getting worse, you guys, as far as the over sexuality, pedophiles, okay? Things like that, immorality with people's sexuality in general. And yeah, so it's a slippery slope, you guys. So a lot of these people are targeting you for your goodness, for your mercy, for your favor. They see it on you. They want you to feel shame. They want you to feel how they feel. And some of these people want to use you, want to use your gifts for their agenda. But ultimately, they're just going to end up throwing you away, just like a narcissist would do. Discard you, triangulate you, tell the world that your influence is actually theirs, pretty much usurp your power, and all the while they're taking you off of your divine path, okay? And you're being used for the devil's agenda, for a demonic agenda. Some of you guys, this is a person who has already attacked you in the past. This person definitely, because Jezebel is a liar, okay? So this is a targeted attack. Some of you guys, she already falsely accused you. And I'm just saying she, but again, Jezebel spirits can also show up in men. But the Jezebel spirit is a feminine spirit. So even if it is on a man, that man is feminine. Not likely, that man is feminine, okay? She already falsely accused you of being who she is and doing what she does. So we're talking about the spirit of projection. We're talking about the spirit, this is a spirit who is very shameful, very guilty, but very egotistical. So they don't sit with their shame. They don't repent for their shame. They also feel no way about their shame. They know what they do. They know who they are. But it's like a paradox because they swear up and down they don't care. But if you don't care, you will be righteous in your delusion. You will be righteous in your, is it provocation? I don't know how to say that word, but yeah, they would be righteous in their deeds, but they're not. They try to hide their deeds. They try to pretend that they're this and they're that. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? They try to pretend that they're the fairest of them all and that you're who they are. Okay. And they spread a lot of malicious gossip on you. This is somebody who already has done a smear campaign on you, or they could currently be doing this. Everybody's on different timelines. And again, some of you guys could be dealing with several people carrying this spirit who's Jezebel demon, and others as well. I'm hearing Leviathan spirit. We'll get on that. I think I talked about that before, but we'll talk about that soon. Ahab spirit, any other spirit, they're demons. These spirits are irritated by you, by your light, okay? this person, this spirit is monitoring you closely, okay? So be very careful on social media. Know who it is that you're dealing with. I'm hearing be not afraid though, okay? Archangel Michael is clearly saying that you do not need to be afraid. Some of you guys could even be allowing these people to watch you, all right? You know that these people do not have your best interests at heart. And like I was saying, because for me, I'm dealing with a situation to where I was smear campaigned. These people have allowed this spirit to really overtake them and try to ruin my life in the process, ruin my reputation in the process. But then now they're turning around and they're watching me. They're acting like nothing ever happened. And I don't know if it's an attempt to, again, try to project the shame and the guilt on me, try to keep me quiet about the situation. It could be a mixture of all of them, but if you are dealing with this situation, do not be quiet about it. Do not be afraid. Consequences are coming down the pipeline. People in the spiritual realm has caught on to it, and people in the physical have caught on to it as well. So if anything does happen to you, and anything's not gonna, nothing, first of all, you guys are divinely guided and protected fiercely is what I heard from the archangels. But I'm talking about in terms of like evil eye, stubbing your toe or something like that. Any like type of mishap, just know that it's being returned times 10. So they're dealing with something even way, way, way worse. Okay. And yeah. The next channel message I got is they're wanting to get a reaction out of you. So if these people are watching you, they could definitely be gang stalking you, having people in their cohorts watch you, gossiping about you. And if you're very sensitive, you probably know this, especially if you know that these people are watching you. They could have made it known that they're watching you. Some of these people are watching you from fake pages, and they're commenting things. Some of these people don't know you. There's a lot of Jezebel spirits on the internet, because the internet is a place where people can come and get validation in their mess, okay? So, or not even in their mess, they can hide their mess behind a screen. You can come on the internet and pretend to be anything, anybody, all right? And these people are very heavy in the spirit of manipulation and lying and putting up pretenses and facades and seduction. Seduction is like the biggest one. So they're probably, on their accounts, showing off, okay, being provocative, lying, pretending that they are, I don't know, I'm getting something with Keisha Kayor. Okay, I definitely feel like she may have a Jezebel spirit on her, but yeah, they're pretending to be, the best woman, the best man. I'm this, I'm that, I do this for my man, I do that for my man. Whatever the case is, we don't need to know that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all for propaganda. It's all to try to influence the masses or influence whoever it is that they can reel in and can manipulate. So they're wanting to get a reaction out of you, and they're trying to hide their evil deeds, okay? So that's the biggest thing of all. Again, they swear they lack repentance, but they have a lot of shame. But then again, they don't, because if they did, they would repent. They would change their ways. They would pray. They would try to come up out of this spirit. They would try to remove themselves from these ways of being and ways of thinking, but they don't. So they just try to hide them by using you and other empaths and sensitives and light workers in the collective, and even people who are on their vibration. They're just trying to use anybody, okay? The war is already won though, okay? Jezebel has already been exposed, but her ego won't allow her to stop and repent. So there's a lot of people who are still spiritually sleeping. They may not know exactly what a Jezebel spirit is, but when they see these people in their meat suits, they're catching on to the fact, oh, that's a manipulator. She does that for validation, or he is weak-willed. He's feminine. Yeah, he's overly masculine because he's hiding something, or whatever the case is. All right. So they've already been exposed, but their ego won't allow them to stop and repent. So they're digging themselves an even deeper grave and more karma for this life and the afterlife. So again, they feel like by trying to block you, stop you, shut you down, shut you up, it's going to reverse who they are or how they're being seen. And that's just simply not the case. Okay, it's actually going to expose them even more. And the things that they're doing towards you at this time is exposing them even more. Someone may be getting sick. Someone may be losing their hair. Nosebleeds, I'm hearing. All right. And me saying nosebleeds is taking me back to watching you. But they don't have a good view. Okay, so their perception is off. Because when you're immoral, when you lack discernment within yourself, but you are so egotistical that you feel like, and that's the thing, these people, they don't know that people have already pulled their card. They lack discernment, so they're in the nosebleeds in terms of like monitoring you, spying. They don't have a good view. They don't have a good perception of you. So what they're going off of and what they've been going off of is delusion, their own delusion. They're projecting. They're rejecting themselves and trying to project their shame, their guilt, their pain onto somebody else. Okay? You're not the only one. But yeah, nosebleeds, fertility issues. What else am I getting, Spirit? Some of these people could definitely be dealing with addictions, drinking issues, pills. Yeah, I'm hearing it's an uphill battle. So they're fighting an uphill battle here. All right. From my deck, we did get the first card that came out was Black Magic and Manipulation Exposed / Backfiring. Yeah. So all their black magic, all their manipulation has already been exposed and it's backfiring. It's on them. A lot of these people, they look like witches and warlocks. It's on their skin. They reek. They smell. They're rotting from the inside out. Some of them could be like, I'm seeing goo. So somebody here could be dealing with some type of bacterial issues. Yeah, these things are really affecting them. So the black magic is on them. It's sticking to them like glue. This spirit is sticking to them like glue, as well as other demons and jinns I'm hearing they're attracting. Incubus, succubus, they're being attacked by them because they all run together. So they're like cousins or whatever the case is. Some of them, they do have long-lasting demonic ties with jinns and things like that, because these people became their own generational curse. So while they think that they're fighting you, they're doing this to you, they have not they're not doing anything. You can't even fight your own demons. You can't even transmute your own generational curses and patterns, baby. You became the generational curse and pattern. And to take it even further than that, now you got a Jezebel spirit on you. Now you fighting with a jinn from the 1880s. You know what I'm saying? That your great auntie's grandma called out or brought up, or whatever the case is here, child. So yeah, they really have the wrong idea. But anyway, so yeah, the next card we got is Return to Sender, blinding every evil eye. So again, everything is being returned to sender. Some of these people definitely could be going blind. I was picking that up, losing their eyesight, or again, their discernment is way off. Okay, they do not have discernment, and when you don't have discernment, you really can get yourself into some shit. Okay, so I would really tread lightly if I was them. Soul Tribe is out here, so this is for my Soul Tribe members. We have Stay Positive. So if you're a part of the Soul Tribe, Spirit is saying stay positive. Archangel Michael is saying stay positive. Let me see. We also have new partner coming in. So some of you guys could definitely be manifesting a new partner. Okay, I heard Archangel Josephine. Character AI. What the heck is that? Jophiel? Okay, yeah, this is the one. Associated with beauty and wisdom. Okay. So, I feel like that's who's here as well. Michael and Jophiel. Okay. We got in spiritual jail. So this Jezebel spirit is in spiritual jail. The Jezebel spirit has always been in spiritual jail. She tries to, again, portray that she's free through this sexual immorality, through provocative behaviors, ways of being, ways of thinking. That whole movement puts you in spiritual jail, but it confuses the masses. It's propaganda. It's an agenda. It's a principality. Okay, to make you feel like you're free. We're free. Okay, but what are you free from when you're still hurting from the molestation when you were 5 years old, or the sexual abuse, or whatever the case is, right? So, yeah, in spiritual jail, obsessed, okay, in spiritual jail and obsessed with you. So they're literally watching you from jail. Somebody could literally be watching you from jail, or they're going to try this. We have brother, and rejection is protection. So your brother could have a Jezebel spirit on him. He could be in a relationship with a Jezebel spirit. Something like that could have happened. This Jezebel spirit could have caused division between you and your sibling. Doesn't have to be a brother, but a sibling. So yeah, but rejection is protection is out here. When I pulled the runes are for what are they trying to affect? We got your ruse, physical strength and speed, untamed potential, a time of great energy and health, freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, tenacity, understanding, and wisdom. So Jophiel being out here, Jophiel is messing these motherfuckers up because they're trying to attack your wisdom. They don't want you to know any better. They want you, and the reason why they don't want you to know any better is so that they can trick you, so that they will be able to project their shame, their guilt, their pain, whatever it is that they don't want to heal and sit within themselves, whatever is going against their ego, they want to project that onto you. This definitely could have affected your physical strength and speed when you were first in these cycles. Some of you guys, this could be happening now, but again, this message is to bring you guys encouragement that you are stronger, that you have a whole spiritual team out here who is fighting on your behalf as well, and you are protected. So they definitely want to stop you in your tracks. They don't want you to take action. They don't want you to have courage or strength, okay? And they don't want you to understand. All right, that's why there's a lot of lies and smear campaigns, and they don't want you and others. Okay, these are witches, these are warlocks, these are people who, again, cause division through smear campaigning, gaslighting. What's the word? Triangulation. Everything a narcissist does to cause discord and chaos and ruckus in a community, in a family, in relationships. All right. We have Lagoos. So they're also trying to attack your flow, water, sea, a fertility source, the healing power of renewal, life energy and organic growth, imagination and psychic matters. So with the physical strength and speed energy, untamed potential, that gives me divine masculine energy. Then the fact that we have flow, water, sea, a fertility source, this is divine feminine. So they are attacking divine beings, divine masculines and divine feminines. If this is a woman carrying a Jezebel spirit, she likely will want to come into the family, sleep with your brother, sleep with you, some stuff like that, okay? If it's a masculine and you're a divine feminine, these are people who want to dim your light. They want to get in relationships with you. They want to sleep with you. They want to discard you. Then they want to, smear campaign you. Then they want to displace you, I'm hearing, okay? So they want to attack your healing power of renewal. They want you to be down and out. They want to break you down to the point where you can't get back up. All right, so ultimately they want you to lose your energy source. Life energy and organic growth, yeah. They want you to be inorganic like they are. An NPC. Imagination and psychic matters. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to dream. They don't want you to be able to manifest. They hate your psychic abilities as well. They hate your intuition. They hate your discernment because they lack it. All right. For a lot of them, this is why they're currently watching you, because the first attack already heightened your discernment, which was a form of protection. And now they're trying to, I don't know, I guess, come back again and see what do you know or something. I don't know, child. I'm gonna read the Archangel Michael cards last. I'm gonna read these next too, because I got a few from the Shadow Work Oracle. Let me roll the dice first, then we'll read the Oracle cards, and then we'll get into the Shadow Work. So we have the South Node out here, Aries, and the 5th house, Leo. So yeah, they really want to attack your passion, your sense of self. They want to keep you in the past, or they want to drag you down. These people are also in their past. Again, they have become their own generational curses and patterns. So even if these are people in your family, they're exhibiting all the worst behaviors. They're walking with all the worst ancestors and spirit guides that you guys have in your family. All right. And I'm hearing even some of them don't mess with them. So yeah. But their sense of self is off. Their self-expression is off. They're in the past with that. They are in their South Node, not necessarily in the past, but they're in a low vibration in terms of these things. Okay? Because your North Node is like your life purpose, your true north, where you're meant to be going, who you're meant to be, and they're not on their game. Okay? They're not on their game. So first card out is the Serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. So these people are definitely, this is the year of the Serpent, but I'm definitely getting that these are sly people. They try to do things very subtly, but to no avail. We got Treasure Island, number 9. So they do these things to people who are on their way over and out, to people who are walking with angelic spirits. Okay, but again, the Jezebel spirit lacks discernment, lacks wisdom. So she thinks that she is above God. So yeah. Also, the Jezebel spirit does these things to escape this spiritual jail that they're always in, to try to escape their shame, their guilt, their pain, their avoidance. So they do these things. A sly and subtle approach is needed to go to Treasure Island. This is why they have to be provocative. This is why they have to use men. They have to use women. They have to cause discord. They have to do all these different things. Next, we have number 4 is sexuality. So they do this through being provocative, being seductive. Okay? Even if, you know, this is towards their own children. They're seducing their kids. These are people who may walk around with lingerie on around their kids, stuff like that. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Okay. Somebody may definitely be trying to ego harvest. That's the thing that they do. Trying to destiny swap, or yeah, ego harvest off of their kids. Then we have number 17, gift. So yeah, they want good karma that is not owed to them, that is not due to them, by being provocative. So that's like a oxymoron. They want to seduce people into giving them their good karma. Give me gifts, buy me a car, buy me, do this, do that, be this, be that, to get them to Treasure Island. But that's not how you do that. You do that by doing the work. You do that by repenting, by praying, by manifesting, by getting up off your ass and working for it yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Through your own spiritual gifts and discernment and working hard in the 3D, right? Being a good person, getting your own good karma, okay? Following your own North Node, healing your own sense of self. But whatever. Okay, so we have next, conflict and danger lie in wait, the dagger. So I was picking up archangels with this. Definitely Archangel Michael is here. There's a lot, it's up and it's stuck with these people. Okay, time for a nap. Number 24 is next. So yeah, Archangel Michael is about to put these people to sleep, or he already has put these people to sleep. Again, these people are spiritually asleep. They're NPCs at this point. Well, they've been NPCs. They're not thinking for themselves. They're not thinking righteously. A Jezebel spirit would not have that in them to do that. Number 22, have faith. So Archangel Michael and the rest of the archangels are saying to have faith. Also, get your sleep, okay? Tune into your own self-care, because conflict and danger lie in wait for you if you don't. It's easier for these people to spiritually attack you mentally attack you, physically attack you if you're not up on your own, cleansings and self-care and all that other good jazz, okay? Then we have number 34, occupation. So number 34 boils down to a 7. 7 for me is always, well, not for me, but in general, is spiritual lessons, okay? So this is, you're on your job, collective. You're on your job. You're part of this soul tribe who is meant to stay positive. You already are positive, which is why these people are coming for you like they are. This spirit is coming for you like it is. And yeah, with the self note out here, this could definitely be, something that you face in more than one lifetime as well. An attack on your divine masculine, on your self-expression, okay? How you express yourself, how you show up in this world, which you have been able to manifest for yourself, all those different things, how you feel about yourself. So this is light work, all right? Somebody could be from DC. Unseen forces watch over you, the spirit. So that's just basically letting you know that not only is Archangel and the rest of the archangels here for you, but your spirit team, your ancestors that are on the highest vibration, that have your best interests at heart, they're also watching over you. God is watching over you, okay? Deep knowing out here. Number 43, again, 7, spiritual lesson. So continue to work on your intuition, your discernment. When you know better, you do better, okay? Don't be afraid. Like I said, be not afraid. You should know by now, or you need to know, you need to build up your discernment and your spiritual warriorhood to the point to where because I am who I am with this occupation, number 34, and have faith, 22, that conflict and danger lie in wait. These are the principalities and the agendas and the spirits that are going to come for you because you're highly ranked, okay? And you'll be rest assured knowing that. Time for a nap energy. We have number 5, sadness, and number 24, self-love. So yeah, these people, this Jezebel spirit with this deep knowing, unseen forces watch over you. They also know, because the attempts were futile, all right? They may have tinged you a little bit, but then they went back and smacked these people in the face, all right? So this is why they're sad. They're sad about your self-love. They're sad that you still keep going. We have number 27, unexpected income, which to me is the Ace of Pentacles. You're taking God's unchanging hand. You're also still blessed. You're still being blessed. You're still in the energy of manifesting, being able to receive, also giving as well. Divine masculine and feminine energy, 6 of Pentacles energy. So they know that you're protected. They know that unseen forces watch over you because they've tried so much. They've done so much and to no avail. All right. From the Shadow Work Oracle, we got guilt. Release the chains of past mistakes and embrace the growth they bring. Remorse, shame, regret. Dependency. Find strength and self-sufficiency and empowerment. Reliance, neediness, addiction. So yeah, like I said, these are people who are already dealing with their own addictions and dependency. They depend on other people for their life force. Whether that be for validation. This is why they dress seductively. They dress provocatively. They want to hear, oh, you look pretty today. Oh, they need that. They need the validation. They need somebody to help them with their self-love. All right. But self-love is for self. You feel what I'm saying? And it's because of everything that they've done that they refuse to repent for, this guilt that they feel. All right. That's also why they have so many addictions. Yeah, we have shame, embrace your flaws. They are a part of your unique story. Humiliation, disgrace, and embarrassment. So they feel humiliated. They feel like a disgrace. They know that they are a pariah. They know that if they were truthful and honest about who they really are, the things that they've done, I'm hearing the outcomes, their intentions behind the things that they do. That shame will be brought to the surface. Also, people will probably publicly shame them. But again, we do live in a world to where now, S work is a big thing. Actual empowerment is a thing when it's really not even empowerment. Okay, so yeah, shame is not really as prevalent as it used to be. It's not really used for what it should be used for. Okay, a lot of people are afraid to shame the devil or shame people who are guilty of things. but whatever. Ego. Beyond the facade of ego lies the depth of true character. Yeah. Arrogance, pride, and vanity. So these people try to cover up their shame, their guilt, their dependence through ego. Obsession. Release the chains of thought and free your mind. Fixation, compulsion, preoccupation. So yeah, these people are very obsessed with you, with others, with the thought of influence, power, money, anything that will stroke their ego, that will hide this shame and this guilt and this dependency that they feel. And avoidance. Face what you fear, for avoidance is but a temporary refuge, evasion, neglect, and denial. So all of these things are what they feel, what they do, what they go through, but these are all things that they're trying to project onto you, collective, if you are being stalked and watched and monitored by this Jezebel spirit. They want you to be in your ego. They want you to feel shame. They want you to avoid doing the work. They want you to be obsessed with them. Don't love God, love me. You feel what I'm saying? Don't pray to God. Come and ask me. I have the answers, or whatever the case is, okay? So, let's run it up with the tarot real quick. We'll do the Archangel Michael cards last. I already pulled them, but I'll just wait. King of Swords, Four of Swords. A masculine energy, or masculine energies who have been affected by this could definitely be reflecting or bedridden, sick. Seven of Pentacles and Judgment. Yeah. Ace of Swords coming out in the Ace of Cups. Child. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Archangel Michael is out here. The Ace of Swords is right up under the dagger. Conflict and danger lie in wait, and that is a dagger. So, in the Magician. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and a Magician. Heavy hitters out here. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 4 of Wands, the Star, Page of Wands, the Emperor, Knight of Wands. So it's looking like the collective is in a very high vibrational, promising, healing energy. You definitely could be hitting certain milestones. These people are watching you do this, watching you manifest the life of your dreams here. This self-love is putting you in the energy of being able to manifest. You could definitely be changing your thoughts, your subconscious mind, thus changing your reality at this time. The Sun and Justice for the Ace of Cups. Beautiful energy. All major arcana. 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and you don't have no time for this Jezebel spirit. You're not emotionally confused. You're not able to be emotionally confused, emotionally manipulated. It's giving that you've healed enough to where you're not, these people, this spirit cannot use your traumas against you. Yeah, a lot of these people are watching you as well. If you're the type of person who speaks your truth, Ace of Swords out here on your platform, they also want to see how they can manipulate that, how they can use that to put into their spell work, how they can use that to put into their whatever, whenever they go talk about you to the community, how can they use that to pervert it, you know, turn it around for their great, highest and greatest good. We have the Queen of Cups, the Empress, 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. Yeah. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, so you're not trying to take no 8 of Pentacles when you got the Ace of Pentacles. Again, these, and I'm hearing worker bee. So these are people, this Jezebel spirit wants worker bees. Again, this Jezebel spirit wants to be at the top, wants to be influencing, telling other people what to do. That's what the Jezebel spirit does. Getting other people to do their dirty work. Flying monkeys. It's the Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups. Yeah, you're happy with your truth. And the Star. Yeah, you're happy with your truth because you're healing. You're happy that you're healing. You know that you're healed. You know that you're this light worker, this positive being. Again, taking me back to what I was saying, you have faith. You've been working on your faith. You've been doing the work, occupation. You've been learning your lessons. You have clarity. You have truth. And that's why you know conflict and danger lies in wait. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Cups in reverse. The Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Yeah, you're ignoring these people who want you to be sad, depressed, avoidant. Or you should. What's the Magician? 10 of Pentacles. We got 10-10 out here. So yeah, there's definitely an ending happening and a new beginning, a shift. In the Lovers. Gemini energy, heavy. Leo, Libra, Aquarius. And I'm feeling Pisces. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I heard safe. Okay, somebody could play softball or baseball or something like that, or volleyball. What is it? Kickball? Something. But yeah, you're safe in the arms of the divine. You're part of God's kingdom here. 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers. You're choosing your legacy. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing to use your gifts for good, for the kingdom. You're choosing love and not dependence, not avoidance. We have the Empress flipping over for the Sun, and the Ace of Cups, and the Moon. The Empress and the Moon. 9 of Swords, Judgment in reverse. 3 of Wands, Temperance, King of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Yeah, there's something here about these people. That's part of the seduction energy, this provocative energy, trying to use your emotions against you, your sensitivities against you in this divine feminine energy, but you're happy with that. Okay, that's the way for you to get justice. If you're not in tune, if you're not in touch with your emotions, how would you be able to get justice for yourself? Which, taking me back to the seduction thing and actual empowerment, quote unquote actual empowerment. These are people who are not in tune with their emotions. So how are you empowering yourself when you haven't even empowered yourself? You don't know what's going, yeah, 5 of Cups falling out. You don't know what's happening with you emotionally. Two of Swords. Can't make it up. And that's why a lot of them end up regretting it. Justice is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the 6 of Pentacles, yeah. These are definitely, I don't know why I keep picking up, what's her name? Amber Rose? But yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse lacks discernment. Queen of Swords in reverse will say anything, do anything. Taking me back to that 6 of Pentacles energy. These could be people, these could be females, women who are sad because you have self-love. You did not fall into this program. You did not fall into this agenda for money, for things. Some of these people, they would be okay with their decisions, the decisions that they're currently making or that they have made in the past if they saw it on you. And that doesn't mean, because a real divine feminine could have gone through those cycles of, you know, stripping or S work or whatever it may be. And we're not saying that, I'm not saying that all sexual empowerment is bad either. If you've healed, if you're in tune with your emotions, if you're actually getting justice for yourself, if you're not lying about why you're doing it, how you feel when you do it, all these different things. If you're not using it to seduce other people's partners or seduce the masses in general because you have a sex demon on you. Period. Period. All right. So this Queen of Swords in reverse, 6 of Pentacles energy with the Justice card is definitely taking me back to what I was saying. Unseen forces watch over you with this deep knowing. This is making this Jezebel spirit sad because you have self-love. Ten of Cups is the 10 of Wands. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Judgment in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, a lot of these people, by you turning them down or using discernment, it definitely is causing inner and outer conflict with them and the foolish choices that they have made. This is why they want to bring chaos and conflict to your door, to your relationships, to your milestones. How dare she, how dare he turn me down? How dare they make me feel bad about my decisions and my choices? All I said was I don't want to do that. Again, you having your sense of self, them attacking your sense of self, your decisions, your discernment, your wisdom. If that's something that you want to do, if that's truly who you are and you feel good in that, self-love. Okay? And yeah, that's taking me back to this energy, sadness and self-love. A lot of these people, again, they feel like what they're doing is for their empowerment, but then they come across somebody who's really empowered, who really has unseen forces watching over them. And then it takes them out of their illusion, their psychosis. Oh, so this actually isn't self-love, right? But that's up to you to decide. That's why self-love is self-love. You feel what I'm saying? But unfortunately, they have not done the work. Empress and the Moon. They haven't done it. They haven't gone within. They haven't done the shadow work. They don't express their emotions. Again, they've become their generational curses and patterns. They allow the demons to haunt them. What's the Star? Being on that demon time ain't gonna get you nowhere. The Star is the High Priestess and the Four of Swords. Eight of Swords, Strength, the Devil, the Hermit, Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, you do your work. Eight of Swords, Strength, the Devil, the Hermit, getting enlightenment on these principalities, deep knowing, unseen forces watching over you, right? How certain propaganda, how certain agendas, principalities, ways of thinking, ways of being can create sadness with your self-love, can hold you back. We're not saying, because you can always heal from anything. If you have faith, if you believe in God, you can repent, you can heal, you can come out of anything. You can come from anything. Many of us have, collective, right? But you got to do the work to be able to see, what is it that I'm coming out of? What is it that I need to repent for? Eight of Swords, Strength, the Devil, the Hermit. With the Star being out here, clarified by the High Priestess and the Four of Swords. Definitely something here about astral travel. You guys could be astral traveling with Archangel Michael. This all being here for the Ace of Swords. But yeah, with the Ace of Swords being out here, clarified by, what is this? Ten of Cups, your happiness. And then the Ten of Wands, clarified by the Three of Cups in reverse. It's definitely stressing these people out that they can't partner up with you, or you're not part of their cohorts, or there's no reconciliation here. There's no third parties as well. If these are people who try to come in between you and your divine masculine, or you and your friendship group, you and your happiness, or they just try to partner up with you, they're stressed out. Because again, why don't you want to be my friend? Why don't you? Yeah, these are the maddies that link up at your job because they all sleep with other people's men. They all have a work husband or whatever immoral shit that they got going on here. And because you don't want to be a part of that, it makes them question their morals and their values and their self-love. Well, whose fault is that? Judgment in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Whose fucking fault is that? That's why they attack you. When all you did was show up to the function. All you did was come to work. All you did was be nice. The Empress and the Moon with the Sun. Yeah, it brings balance to these Queen of Swords, King of Swords in reverse. And it's Six of Pentacles energy. What is this Six of Pentacles? The Hierophant. Yeah. These are people who are bootlicking, trying to get validation from whoever is the highest in charge, whoever has the most influence, so that they can have a piece of that influence. Again, lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, with this Queen of Swords in reverse energy. What's the Ten of Pentacles? Five of Cups. Yeah, this is right underneath the Sadness card. And the Magician. Clarifying the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Tower. Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups. Yeah, they definitely want to come after people who are in this self-love energy, in this Queen of Cups energy, sensitive, who have psychic gifts and abilities. King or Queen of Cups, take it as it resonates. Yeah, because it's burdening them. Your magic, your discernment, the choices that you make, your legacy, it all burdens them. Your self-love, all of these things. Your self-love that represents your legacy, that represents your determination, your sacrifice, your manifestation abilities and powers. These are all things that sadden them, they burden them. What's the Lovers? The Fool. Knight of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles. So these people jump off the porch to try to hold you back from real partnerships, from making the best decisions for yourself. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Four of Cups, Eight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups, the Tower, Page of Cups. Yeah, these are people, because I saw the King of Pentacles too. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Everything's about money and stability. And yeah, these are people who will try to convince you that you should not be with your soulmate. He does not have 7 figures. Don't you see how pretty you are? You need to come out here. You need to come on. I don't know why I'm hearing something about Figueroa. Ain't that in California? Yeah. These are people who try to, okay, somebody here could have dealt with a friend, quote unquote friend, who tried to get you into a trafficking ring. Yeah. These are people who are banking on you not having wisdom or discernment. Yeah, girl, you need to be using, okay, yeah, taking me Players Club energy. You need to use what you got to get what you want, or something like that. Now I'm hearing, it's money up there. Big money. Yeah, these are these types of people. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Queen of Wands. Yep. You can't make it up. The Chariot, Five of Swords. Yeah. We gotta get ahead, girl. We gotta get ahead. And here's what we gonna do. We gonna line these niggas up, whatever the case is. But unfortunately, for them, you know that God got you. Deep knowing, unseen forces watch over me. I don't need to line anybody up. Okay? That's more karma on my head. That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's, yeah, somebody could have lined somebody's brother up or something, or somebody could be obsessed with your brother. Something like that here. But yeah. It's very unbecoming. It's very weird. It's giving Matrix organization. It's giving NPC. It's giving you don't have no favor. It's giving you don't have no faith. It's giving you don't have no God in your life. And I do. So here's what I'm going to do. God gave me a mind. God gave me 24 hours in a day. I'm learning about the law of attraction. I'm not avoidant. So yeah, I got this. I don't need to go sleep with Tyrone. I don't need to doll myself up and go walk down Figueroa or any other strip to get attention and possibly STDs and all this other weird shit that y'all got going on. That's not empowerment. Five of Wands. They gonna want to fight you about that. These bitches mad. They want to hurt me. Two of Wands, King of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Emperor, King of Cups, the Hangman, Page of Wands. And what it really is because you're pulling their card, Divine Feminine. You're really pulling their card. So it starts with the Divine Feminine, because again, the Jezebel spirit is a feminine energy. So they hate Divine Feminine energies because you pull their card. You pull this spirit's card. Now you got these masculines looking at me crazy. Now you got these masculines making better decisions for themselves. They want you instead of me. And because you're not trying to come over here with me, where does that leave me? With this avoidance, with this obsession, with this ego, with this guilt, with this shame, and with this dependency. That's where. Yeah, the world, 7 of Pentacles, Temperance, 3 of Wands, and a Tower. Yeah, time's up for what Jezebel has been experiencing, investing in, taking her time out to plan, plot, expand, to bring towers to people, to the same legacy that you're building in a righteous way. Some of you guys definitely could have come from some type of shadow organization, underworld, underground type of lifestyle, way of being, way of thinking, family, something like that, background. So let's pull from the Black Rose Oracle. See what else is happening with this Jezebel. What's up with Jezebel? Why is she so mad? What's happening? Holy Spirit, holy angels. What's happening with this Jezebel? With this energy? What do we need to know? What do you want us to know? The adrenaline card wanted to come out. Okay, what's this? Muse. Inspired by you, listening to music, emotional bonds, song, lyrics. Influences at the bottom of the deck. Proposal. That's what I'm saying. Tether. Coffee date. So these are something with the music, y'all, as well. A lot of these Jezebels are in the music industry. They're influencing the masses. They're influencing you. They're influencing the decisions that we make. They're influencing the youth. Okay? Yeah, a lot of these people with quote-unquote gifts who are having to take off their clothes and be this. I don't know. I keep picking up Glorilla, and I picked her up before, and then she ended up getting picked up. How ironic is that? But anyway, yeah, they have to demonize their own gifts and be provocative and seductive, and they do this it's almost like a transition, like a sly and subtle approach is needed. It's like some type of process that they go through. This could be ritualistic, all right, and we're supposed to see these people as muses, I guess. We have coffee date out here, meeting up, planning discussions, dating multiple people. Okay, this is to clarify the muse. So yeah, these are people who are trying to influence the masses to date multiple people, influence the masses on who to date, what's in, what's out, mask, pretending, putting up a front, two-faced, not genuine. Yeah. That's just like Megan Thee Stallion, how she, I don't know if her relationship is real or not, y'all, but the music that she makes and her lifestyle is 2 different things. So while y'all out here trying to live this hot girl summer life and you're mad at your friend because she's getting married and she's having kids and she's doing this and she's doing that because you're influenced by somebody who you don't even know, who's being paid to manipulate you and put you into some type of agenda that does not benefit you. The person who you're actually looking up to is doing the same thing that you're hating your friend for doing. Imagine that. Lust, twin flames, sneaky, shattered, observing, spirit, call, past, witchcraft, blind. Yeah. So they want twin flames to be in lust. This is how they can keep us from connecting with our soulmates, connecting with our twin flames. This is how they can keep your twin flame, especially these masculines, in their lustful ways, to where they're questioning you as a real divine feminine, right? Which is another form of triangulation. I pick up on the triangulation in the music and the industry all the time. And the things that they put on TV, all of it is triangulation. These Jezebels that were like, some of y'all could have men. My man don't have social media anymore. And it's because he recognized he recognized the agenda. You can't scroll down your timeline as a man without seeing a woman. And even on, he still has YouTube, and it still shows up there too. Because these women, and a lot of them, they don't know what they're doing. They're doing it out of insecurity. They're doing it out of trying to follow behind these muses that are wearing masks with them. Wearing masks with the whole entire collective. And on top of them, they have somebody wearing a mask with them. Do you see how deep this shit goes? But anyway, you can't escape the BBL. You can't escape the look at my butt cheeks. You can't escape it. Men also have that, again, they have the Jezebel spirit on them, but it shows up in different ways. A man will more so use his influence and his money and try to be provocative that way. Well, your man ain't got as much money as I got. Right. And because men are the leader, women follow behind that way of being and thinking. So that's why a lot of these women out here, you may have lost friends, or even your own mom could be judging you based off of who you're dating or who you have dated or whatever the case is. Because you should have got you a baller. You know what I'm saying? I had plenty of opportunity to have me a baller. But that also would have been me being a single mother. That also would have been me having to take my kids up to the jail. That also, you feel what I'm saying? Like, please, what is this? Yeah, clown at the bottom of the deck. Revenge, bottled up, frozen, foresight. So, child, some of you guys could have had mothers who, they sold themselves off to the highest bidder, and they were willing to do the same thing with you. Some of your mothers, especially if they have that Jezebel spirit, they hate you for being a Queen of Cups. While they're this Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. Using their sexuality, lying, doing anything uncouth, uncanny for attention, for validation. Don't love themselves. How dare you love yourself? We have heartstrings, stringing along, get pregnant, entrapment, playing with feelings. Yeah. Extreme harshness, cutting off, erratic decisions. Here with conflict and danger, lie in wait, time for a nap, have faith. So some of you guys could have unfortunately fell into the traps of a narcissist. Dismiss. Yeah, these are people who want you to love them, want to get you pregnant, want to entrap you. Love bombing is a huge thing that just the Jezebel spirit does. Only to then again dismiss you, cut you off, discard you. They go from one extreme to the next. They're impulsive. They make erratic decisions. Judgment in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. They also don't think about those erratic decisions. And when they do think about them, when they do reflect on them, it's not because they're sorry for what they did. It's because they either did not get the full spectrum of what they wanted out of you. They did not hurt you enough. Whatever it could be. Dismiss, deja vu, observing, spirit, call, pursuit, terms, family, risky. Have faith that Archangel Michael and God is on the case for y'all. These are people who lack judgment. These are men who are getting women pregnant all over the land, spreading their seed all over the land. Erratic decisions of stringing people along, getting people pregnant, entrapping people, playing with people's feelings. It ain't gonna end well. What else for this? Yep, escape. Avoiding, blocking away, pushing, hiding. We have avoidance out here twice. Yeah, they're trying to escape their own issues here. Soulmates, obsession, children, anchor, past, witchcraft. Yeah, a lot of this is past life karma as well. These people who these Jezebel men who trap these Jezebel women, or women who they may not be Jezebels, but they blind in time, memories. They just have not healed. And that's how you can fall into the trap. And one thing I will say is the more you play with fire, the more you get burned. Because for me, what I could say is, like I've talked about this plenty of times. God was really with me during my cycles, thinking that when I was unhealed, right? Thinking that I wanted a bad boy, or not even necessarily thinking. I was just I was just going based off of my surroundings and who my friends were dating and what's the aesthetic and what's in, and yeah, I need me a chocolate guy, I need me this, I need me that, or whatever the case is, or just following behind familial patterns and things like that. What people are subconsciously projecting on me that they feel like I'll be cute with, or whoever, whatever, right? But the more karmic patterns and ways of being that you have, it'll keep you stuck in these cycles longer, to where you do end up getting pregnant, to where you do end up in a domestic violent relationship, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse until somebody dies, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, when you're not learning lessons, when you're not being accountable, you dig yourself deeper into these holes. Again, taking me back to what I was saying, ego, repent. We need to repent. We need to have shame. We need to, you know what I'm saying? When you feel that guilt, you need to do something with it. You either want to do something with it, or you want to stick to that cycle. But when you stick to that cycle, that's when you start to try to project that hatred outward, right? That's why there's a lot of women out here who are with no good men, but you fighting another woman, you fighting plethoras of other women about this no good man. Baby, heal. Cling to God's unchanging hand. You're way better than this. You're way better than that. What they say, block Dusty and let Baldhead have him. Okay? So what's last? What's happening? So we can clarify this energy. Yeah, jealousy with this unseen forces watch over you, deep knowing, sadness, self-love, proposal, rumors, pettiness, being envious, talking behind back, commitment, offer, asking out, taken to the next level. Yeah, these are people who are jealous of you, jealous of the favor that you have, that they also can have, but you gotta repent. You gotta go through the same cycle that I went through. Or maybe I didn't have to go through it because I made better decisions for myself, because I'm breaking the generational curse and pattern, or because maybe I just have not allowed myself to go as deep into the rabbit hole as you did, right? So, yeah, more on this jealousy. What's more on this jealousy? Gossip. Yeah, spreading rumors, petty conversations, smearing your image, making you the fool. Right. They don't know what genuine friendship is. They don't know what anything genuine is. They want to get your information so that they can gossip about you, so that they can try to project their perversion, their ego, their avoidance, their shame, their guilt, their pain onto you. The Fool, Four of Pentacles, they want to stop you from making the best decisions for yourself, making new decisions, taking leaps of faith. They want you to be a Queen of Wands in a reverse, a Queen of Swords in a reverse, so that they can gossip about you, or what they gossiped about you could be true. Ego, lock, sign, shattered, twin flame, sneaky, conflict, faith, yeah. And anything good that you do have in your life, they're going to tear it down. They're going to gossip about it. Or with this proposal and gossip, yeah, they're going to bring you lies and deception. Why? I saw your man at the grocery store and he was with another woman. Knowing she lying. Or these are women who are going to try to be the third party in your life because they're jealous of your life. You feel what I'm saying? That can also be with this 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and reverses. I think I said that though. But the fact that you have discernment, the fact that you're the star of the show, You don't care about having friends. You don't care. You're not pressed for that. You're not pressed for fake sisterhood. Yeah, I'm not pressed for none of that shit. So there will be no third parties. There will be no coming in my home so you can see what my bedroom looks like, so you can see how we live in, so you know. You feel what I'm saying? None of it. Clarify this coffee date. Terms. Working out, begging, and negotiating. Yeah. These are people who want to meet up. They want to discuss. They want you to date multiple people. More. Yep, terms and single. And even when you are in a relationship, they want you to feel like you can always find better. That's also the trick of the devil, the trick of social media. And we're not saying that you can't. But love is an action. And when you're with your soulmate or when you're with a twin flame, when we live in such a popcorn reality, you can get on social media and be deceived, be seduced to think that you got somebody else lined up. All you got to do, oh, this man don't like my picture. Let me go to his page. Oh, look at what he driving. Look at where he live. I've been wanting to move there. I've been wanting to, you feel what I'm saying? When you have those karmic agendas, those karmic things running through your mind, it's going to cause you to make, you're more likely to make karmic decisions for yourself. Now you got commitment issues simply because of the internet, simply because you got 10,000 followers on Instagram. Had you not had 10,000 followers on Instagram, would you have this commitment issue? Who are you truly? Yeah, toxic lock signs, pursuit, ego. And I done had people project this onto me because I'm a social media influencer. I've always, you know what I'm saying? When I first started my journey, it kind of happened authentically. And I feel like it was kind of a trick of the devil to, because at one point in time when I was still in my healing, I was, you know, popcorn dating, but I wasn't dating people in my neighborhood. I started looking elsewhere. Yeah, I got niggas on my line. You feel what I'm saying? All I gotta do is open up Facebook and you feel what I'm saying? But a nigga is a nigga. A man is a man. A no good man is a no good man, and a good man is a good man. Do you know what it is though? Just because you have options don't mean that you have options, my love. Just because you have options don't mean you have options. What's mask? Past. There is history. It happened. Left behind. Looking back. Only you and ghost. Anchor at the bottom of the deck. Shattered. Witchcraft. So, yeah, these are people who are definitely wearing masks around their intentions. They want you to stay stuck to the past. Focused on just you, observing you, watching you. There's no one else like you. It's giving love bombing as well, like I said, just for them to ghost you. All right. And a lot of these people, if you look at their past, that's what they do. There's demons in their closet already. What's this extreme for heartstrings? Signs. Meanings, repeated numbers, synchronicities, and secrets. Love affair, keeping things inside, not opening up illusions. Love at the bottom of the deck. Signs and secrets. What is this signs energy, spirit? Completely done. Moving on, ending cycles, lesson learned, coming full circle. So yeah, with this cutting off energy, yeah, because we got the scythe here, we got the dagger here. What else did we have? The Ace of Swords. With this heartstrings energy, if any of you guys are still in these cycles with these Jezebels, dealing with third parties, if you're dealing with a third party situation, use your discernment, because you could definitely, there's definitely probably a Jezebel in the mix. It does not have to be your twin flame or your soulmate, your partner, but there's Jezebelic energy here, okay? So y'all both will have to know about the Jezebel spirit. Y'all both have to be on your job. Like I was saying, make sure you guys are doing your rituals, you're cleansing your energy, you're getting the information that you need to get, you're praying, all of those different things so that you can make the best decisions for yourself. So you know who to be cutthroat with. So you know, High Priestess in the Four Swords, when you need to use discernment, when you need to go within, when you need to use your intuition, which is all the time, if you ask me, because there's a lot of secrets, there's a lot of hidden things. There's a lot of people who want to be third parties. Yeah, illusions, keeping things inside, not opening up, deception. But they're willing to use deception to do this. Yep, twin flames, decision, reflection, soulmate, shattered, foresight, adrenaline. You need to have discernment. You need to know what the ins and outs. What's this escape? So that you can escape. Yep, justice. So that you can escape legal matters, court visit, legal papers, divorce. You can get out of these karmic cycles. You can get justice once and for all. You don't become victim. Yep, justice, surprise, party, and dismiss. Yeah, you can dismiss any disregard, ignore, looking the other way, leaving behind any unexpected actions, spontaneous showing up, unexpected changes. And get justice for having fun, clubbing, risky, fun with friends. Third party energy, yeah. Who are trying to get revenge for you moving on because they're obsessed with your life, your children. Yeah. So their toxicity can be illuminated and put down once and for all, finality. What's this proposal energy over here with jealousy? Illuminate, revealing the truth, confession, shedding light. Adrenaline, roller coaster ride, ups and downs, good and bad, rush of feelings. So again, with this deep knowing, unseen forces watch over you. That's why they're jealous, right? So they want to come make an offer to you. They want to stalk you. They want to gawk you. They want to watch you. Because you're illuminating their good and bad rush of feelings, their ups and downs. They're bipolar. They're illusions. Yeah, influences, revenge, lost, emotions, finality. How they tried to influence people to get revenge on you and how they lost that battle. With gossip. Children in pursuit. Immaturity, innocence, childhood, pursuit, chasing, persistence, hunting down, resilient. So yeah, they want to be able to gossip again about what's going on in your life. Some of these people want to have children with who you have children with, or they want to make it look like something that it's not as well, like it's innocent. These are people who insist on being your friend, insist on being your lover, insist on doing this, insist on doing that, insist on watching you. I thought you didn't like me. I thought I was already bad. Or is it jealousy that you were committed to illuminating something that was never there? You feel what I'm saying? You were committed to trying to create sadness with my self-love. You sure that wasn't it, Jezebel? So that's what we have, y'all. Oh, we got pain and forbidden that was stuck in the damn box. All right, let's pull from the African Goddess Oracle, and then we're gonna read these Archangel Michael cards, and that'll be the rest of the message. One more. Okay, give me two more. So we have Shine, number 32, number 30, Naked. We have number 6, Divine Lineage, and we have number 36, Secrets Revealed. All right. At the bottom of the deck, Live Out Loud, 31. So your spirit team really wants you guys to live out loud at this time, shine your light. And yeah, like I was saying, if these people are watching you, it's okay for you to still be vulnerable. It's okay for you to speak your truth. There's nothing that they can use against you. There's nothing that they can do. Secrets have already been revealed. Your divine lineage is already pulling these motherfuckers card. On top of the fact that they have demons and jinns sitting on top of their head, sitting in their psyche, that are making them make these decisions anyway, to put them in jail, to put them in spiritual jail, to just fuck them over like they've been doing. Okay? Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. My prayer. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. So again, repent, accept God's help. He's here to help. Even when we feel shame, guilt, even when we've done things that are shameful, that are guilt, that, you know, made us guilty. You're human. This is your first time here, consciously. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of us, this ain't our first time here, but this is your first time here. And sometimes it takes more than one time for you to learn a certain karmic lesson, for you to release a certain way of being that has been plaguing your bloodline, or plaguing you if it was just something that you dealt with in more than one lifetime, right? Decide to be happy now. My prayer. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. Self-respect. Heavy on it. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself. And grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. Exactly. And the fact that you have self-love, it will never allow for you to be friends with a Jezebel. It will never allow for you to be manipulated by a Jezebel. It will never allow for you to let a Jezebel bring you down. You feel what I'm saying? No, I'm looking right at you. You're the one that's in shame. You're the one that's guilty. You're the one that's in pain. You're the one that's avoiding. You're the one that's sad about lacking self-love. You want to project that. You want me to feel that way. But I'm deciding to be happy, okay? Because I use my imagination and I see the answers. And I have deep knowing that unseen forces watch over me. Thank you. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. So if you need help with your discernment, with, you know, anything that I've affirmed, anything that I said in this reading, ask the archangels, ask God to help you. It starts with prayer. That's where it starts. It starts with acknowledging, I need help. I'm being attacked. I feel attacked. Right? Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with the situation. Please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. Yes. Because you are guarded and protected. Thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. And this is also a trick of the Jezebel, of the devil, for you to not accept heavenly assistance, or for you to think that it's wrong. Which is also a form of you lacking self-respect and self-love. So don't be afraid to pray. Don't be afraid to declare when you're feeling weak or when you lack faith and all those things. That's also ego. All right. And you're blocking your blessings with that. You're also allowing for these attacks too. That's a spiritual attack on you. When you are afraid to pray, or you're afraid to admit that you're going through something or that you feel something. All right. Taking me back to that Empress and the Sun energy. You need to be in your divine feminine energy. You need to be, the Empress and the Moon. You need to be in your divine feminine energy and be able to pinpoint your emotions, what you're feeling at each given time, so that you can know what it is that you need to pray against, pray for, whatever it may be. As a divine feminine, you are the one who is more psychic and in tune with the spiritual realm. All right, you're the healer, so you need a protector. So that's where the divine masculine comes in. You protect in the spiritual, and the divine masculine protects in the physical. You protect in terms of emotions and spirituality, and divine masculine. And if you're single, it's the divine masculine within you. But you can't be imbalanced and be out here trying to shake and move and feel like, oh, well, if I make more money, then I'll be protected. No, because then you can still make decisions based off of these unhealed emotions that can cause you to lose your money. Now you're in a perpetual cycle of losing money. And it's causing you to get even lower and lower in vibration with your emotions and with your psychic gifts and abilities and your discernment and all of those things. You see how that affects us, right? And if you're too feminine to where you're not protecting yourself financially or logically, that's also a issue. So pray for your money, pray for your finances, pray for your family. Anything that you may be, going through at this time. All right, you guys, that is what I have. Let me know how it resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Book me if you need a private personal reading, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.